Well, some beautiful spring weather on this Tuesday here in central and eastern Kentucky, even with some high-level cloudiness drifting in from the south. We do have some warmer air on the way for the midweek. Now, that boundary that is stalled out to our south, which actually helped produce some of that high-level cloudiness, it's going to drift back to the north, so a stray storm not off the table for far southern Kentucky tomorrow. More unsettled weather across the board. That's going to return for the end of the week, but good news, looks to be drying out as we head into the upcoming weekend. The aforementioned cloudiness drifting in from southwest to northeast. We actually have more sun here in Lexington than we have all day long, and temperatures have responded as a result, at least making a run toward the 70-degree mark. We managed to get there across many of our southern southeastern Kentucky counties along that front. Rain as close as East Tennessee earlier, now confined to the upstate of South Carolina and parts of North Carolina as well. You see some filtered sun downtown Mount Sterling in Montgomery County, 66, so a little bit below average, but still feeling great for this time of the year. Low 70s as mentioned in southern Kentucky. Somerset, Williamsburg at 73, 68, Danville down to Mount Vernon, Richmond as well, 67 here in Lexington. You go along and west of I-65, really warming things up because they had full sunshine, enough high pressure there to allow temperatures to warm all the way up close to 80 degrees. So there is the aforementioned stationary boundary, which isn't going anywhere for the time being. It's going to jog to the north ever so slightly into the day tomorrow as the high begins to exit into New England. This evening should be fairly pleasant out there, so enjoy it. Tomorrow morning, I think we'll be roughly where we were this morning for early morning lows, about 50 or so out the door. So pleasantly cool, but much warmer tomorrow afternoon. I think upper 70s, possibly even overachieving toward the 80-degree mark. But note down south, along and south of the Kentucky 80 and Hal Rogers Parkway corridor down toward Corbin, Williamsburg, over toward Lake Cumberland. Can't rule out an isolated storm popping up with the warmth of the afternoon due to that front beginning to jog to the north slightly. Average high right around 70. We're going to be above the curve even this weekend as we do pick up the pace as far as our rain and storm chances. A warm front arcs through on Thursday. I think a lot of this will be driven through the afternoon with the warmth of the day, with highs still in the upper 70s. And then with this area of low pressure moving eastward, trailing cold front, a little more widespread activity rolling into the day on Friday. You see how those chances really increase on Friday and into Friday night. Hopefully by Saturday morning, we'll begin to see everything wind down, but not expecting anything in the way of severe weather. We'll see at least a few heavier downpours, several waves of showers and storms moving in, and by Saturday morning, hopefully winding things down, although this data set trying to pop up a few down in far southern southeastern Kentucky. General totals look relatively light, which is good news given the recent flooding, although again, a few isolated spots could see some locally heavier amounts. Few clouds, pleasantly cool tonight. 50 for the overnight low. Coming up Wednesday, mostly sunny, back up to around 80 with that stray storm down south. The extended forecast here. Temperatures look good through the period. Obviously, we're going to back it down a little bit with more clouds and rain around Friday, and behind the departing front, that'll knock us back into the low 70s, but a quick recovery Monday and Tuesday with a few afternoon and evening storms and highs back into the low 80s.